And it's all over at the MCC. Newcastle won, Tottenham won in a pre-season friendly. I don't even know if we can call it a pre-season friendly because the season's still going on. And then we've got another pre-season friendly after this. But as I say, it's ended 1-1 in a game where I've got mixed emotions about it. You know, we're going to talk about the result and the game, obviously. It is a friendly, but couldn't it have just waited? Couldn't it have just waited? Like, people who subscribe to this channel, and if you're not, get down below and smash that subscribe button. But I've got a big Australian fan base on this channel. I love my Australian fans, but could this have just waited until, like, maybe after the Euros? Like, the fact that the squad flew out on the same day as the Sheffield United win on the final day of the season is quite wild. I mean, really good turnout at the MCC, the Melbourne Cricket Ground. Ange Postecoglou returning to, a place that means so much to him, very close to his heart. But I just don't know. I just don't know. And it's not me, it's so soon after the end of the season, this is. Could have just waited. I feel like there could have been a more of a wholesome thing. I think Tottenham are going back to Korea in a couple of in after the Euros and the other international tournaments. Couldn't have just waited till then and tied it in a nice bow. It feels a bit rushed. The fact that they're playing Newcastle, another Premier League team. We all know what it's about. Daniel Levy obviously wanting to expand the Spurs brand, and we know we've got a massive Australian fan base now, from down the years, and obviously fans of Ange Postecoglou as well. But I just feel like it's a bit, I don't know, it leaves a weird sour taste in the mouth, you could say. Like, I'm all for this sort of, pre-season travel, but this soon after. And the fact we played such a strong lineup in the end, the likes of, Mickey van der Ven, Dragerson, Poro, Bentancur, Sarr, Son, Maddison, Johnson, Kulusevski, with the likes, with some youngsters coming on as well, so it was good to get some minutes for them, but I'm not sure how I feel about it. This early on, as I say, I'm all for it, and as you all know, many of you subscribe to this YouTube channel are Australian fans from Australia, so, I respect it, but I'd like to know what you guys think, because obviously, he's come out there, Tottenham have come out there to see you guys. So how do you feel about it? Do you think it's too soon, or are you just happy that Tottenham are out in Australia for the moment? I don't know when they're due to return. They'll probably return very soon after the full-time result. But looking at the game in general, it ended 1-1. James Maddison on the score sheet. A lovely little goal, actually. Some good press and a little weavy run, and he tucks away. Hasn't scored for a while, but so that'll do him the world of good. And even when you look at the stats, 18 shots to 4 on target. 18 shots for Spurs, 4 for Newcastle, 3 on target for us and 2 for them. And we had 64% of the possession. And when you look at Newcastle as well, their goal, pretty like the typical goal we seem to concede at the moment. So no surprise at that. But as you say, this is it's not a pre-season, it's a pre-season friendly or end of season friendly. Dropping the curtain on a season or whatever. But yeah, good to see 70,000 fans packing out the stadium, which was just fantastic. And even there was some news today actually that Ange Postecoglou is going to be on ITV, which is a broadcaster over here in the UK, our coverage of the Euros, which is quite interesting. So I'm sure he'll provide some really good nuggets of knowledge and stuff like that. And obviously, if you got to this stage of the video and you are new around here, why don't you leave a like on the video, subscribe to Sonny Talk Spurs, and hit the notification bell, and also link in the description down below to become a member of Sonny Talk Spurs for 99p a month. You get exclusive access to my podcast. Nice one, Sonny. But yeah, it's a weird game. It's a weird game because, Tottenham, I thought, played quite well, but it's that end of season vibe, the sort of, on the beach mentality. A lot of players not wanting to get injured before international tournaments, especially the likes of James Maddison, who is on the cusp for England. There is potential that he might not actually go to the Euros, so he wants to probably play himself into some, contention for this, but also he doesn't want to get injured. He is an injury-prone type of player. But, yeah, for a lackluster game as well, like a scoreline based, it is a bit disappointing because you'd hope that, we'd put on more of a show for our Australian fans. But You know, just the 1-1 draw. So nothing really to write home about that much. I think this sort of thing poses more questions, and it's been debated for like weeks about this. You know, it was debated on TalkSport and other outlets about why are Spurs jetting off so soon after the season, and it's definitely a financial thing. Daniel Levy is no mug when it comes to the finances of the club and the squad, so it makes sense in that regard. I just feel like it's a bit of a waste. It's a bit of a, as I say, we want our global fans to enjoy, you know, a proper pre-season. Like, I'm surprised we're not touring more of Australia, but yeah, I think we've got a game against Vissel Kobe in pre-season and Bayern Munich, which I believe is out in Korea. So we've got them to come, and I believe, when are they? Let me just have a look. Tottenham fixtures. So they're on the 27th of July and the 10th of August. So it could have sort of been played around that time, couldn't it? Really? Like, I feel like that would have made more sense on that side of the world as well. Whereas now it just seems like a bit of a strange decision to just slap it like a couple of days after the season is over. You know, I don't know how, you know, say we didn't achieve our targets this season, I don't know how this would have gone down to the wider fan base. But, you know, this is not putting a disrespect on anything. It's just, I'm always concerned for injury and, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, such a strong squad being played, which is, you know, you want to see a strong squad in pre-season because you want the team to keep thriving. And, you know, the audience want to see a strong team. They don't want to see the B team, although Emerson Royale started for some reason. But, yeah, it poses more questions than it answers, I believe. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. It's pre-season, it's end of season. You know, I don't know if many Tottenham fans would have watched the game. But, yeah, apart from that, I thought, as I say, result, it's an all right result. It's not really a result, is it? It's not leading into anything in the pre-season. But it just means that, you know, you never want to lose in pre-season. Pre-season cannot really tell you much. You know, last year our pre-season was, you know, we went to a country in monsoon season, so it's hard to actually gauge what it's all about. But, you know, good performance, I believe. Good to get some minutes in the legs, I guess, even at the end of the season. But, yeah, pretty much a bog standard result when you come to think of it. But that's all for today. I just wanted to react to it and give my thoughts to it in general. More about that than the game itself, really. But let me know what you think. Do you think it was a good thing or a waste of time? I am keen to know, especially if you're an Australian fan. What do you think of it? But until next time, and my next video is going to be me reacting to my pre-season predictions. I keep touting this. I'm going to be recording that as soon as possible. But until then, like the video, subscribe to Sonny Talk Spurs, hit the notification bell, become a member, link in the description down below. And until then, I'll see you guys pretty soon. Ciao.